captured and imprisoned.
So, where were we? Oh, we just entered the Dark World.
What is the sword?
You're the first girl who's spoken to me since Rita.
The sword of justice is the third.
Did you kill her, by the way?
It has the power to sever that which never
Tell you
should
what,
have
this
been
is
killed.
kind of boring bullshit, so I'm just gonna tell you, we have to collect 3 items to complete the game. It's the light, the scrolls, and the sword. I think this is the Keeper of the Light.
That is a task I would entrust Mike Dawson with in a heartbeat.
By the way, do you hear like some kind of weird background tone? Yeah, what the hell is that? Why did they put that in the game?
It's the echo of the Mr. Ring Toss games reverberating throughout the Dark World.
I might mute that for this video.
Wow.
Anyway, the Ancients are building a generator, and she's dying. The Keeper of the Light.
I am dying.
Yeah, see, like she just said.
I thought they were just having a tornado
must
drill.
rescue the light and gather the points.
Oh, there, it's gone now.
Oh.
Destroy the generator.
Thank you, Cyberdreams, for that.
She stands up. Oh, that's much better. Forget everything I told you, Mr. Whoever you are.
That's her dying. And, we get a 1-up from that.
Did she turn to stone?
I guess. We're just gonna stare at
Horrible. This must be what happens to Dark Worlders when they die.
Alright.
You speak with the same sense of urgency that you do at failing at the carnival games.
By the way, if you like that mirror maze puzzle, we get to do it again.
Well,
If I really am in the Dark World, then this should be nearly identical to the Hall of Mirrors.
Says who?
says me, Mike Dawson.
Well, okay.
No reflection in the Dark World either.
Yep, that's right. They spared no expense in their failings as game creators.
Truly, it is a mirror dimension.
Oh boy, we really gonna have to sit here. And... All right, so there's kind of a trick to this mirror maze.
Mike Dawson to E5.
Do you remember I said there's like a one-way door that you can like in the white world in the mirror maze
Get trapped in, yeah.
Yeah. This time around, it provides an alternate entrance to the mirror maze.
And you, the player, would intuitively know that, right?
Sure, whatever.
Okay.
It solves a puzzle much later in the game. But anyway, where were we? Besides,
we're still here.
Oh, okay. That's a shame.
Yeah.
It's true.
Wow.
I have returned to the Dark World.
Are you sure?
The sun never shines here. I can't tell if it is day or night.
So, they pretty much took H.R. Giger's paintings, like, wholesale.
Will you
and,
pull
like,
my tooth, Mr. Dawson, please?
And, like, added a walkway and called it a background.
I wonder how Gargan's doing.
I don't like the look of those two guards.
Guards?
This must be some kind
Yeah,
of
see
prison.
them on the left?
Yeah, but guards?
Yeah, for the giant zipper.
I thought the Siamese twins were an odd pair, but these two
Oh,
are
this is,
downright
that's
bizarre.
right. This is Dark World Daisy and Minnie.
Oh.
The Siamese twins.
Can
Except-
you zip up the entrance?
Who are you?
We will not tell you which of us is Ick and which is Uck.
Okay, this is Ick and Uck. Do you know that puzzle of the monk who tells the truth? And
Yes,
the monk who
I was about to ask you. That
That is exactly it.
We're not telling.
You have to figure out which one's Ick, which one's Uck, and if it's day or night, which
And
is the same thing.
unfortunately, Mike wastes both of his questions asking about their relationship with Rita.
Could not.
No, the puzzle's even more retarded because he gets to ask as many questions as he wants.
Oh,
It could be the keeper of the scrolls.
Yeah, so anyway.
Then again, the prison could be empty.
So it turns out the dark, horrible world is just as boring as the light world.
is one of them Ridley?
Authorized Dark World personnel are allowed to enter. Leave
No,
the premises.
one of them is Ridley and the other is Kraid. And you have to figure out which by asking a question that relates to both of them.
But are you the retsupurae who tells the truth or who lies?
Are you?
Yes.
No!
You don't even know if it's day or night.
See, the day or night's part of it, too.
Day or night? But there's no sun in the
I
Dark
wish you would
World.
just throw a ring at one of them and hit them right in the face.
Day and night, just
It's like,
Yeah,
well,
he-
I always tell the... Oh, sorry, excuse me.
No, he'd miss even from this range.
can tell the difference.
If you notice, by the way, they're holding machine guns, too. That Mike's just standing in front of.
Give me a chance to prove it.
There's, by the way, there's all death scenes at the end of the final video we're doing,
Yeah.
so...
Really,
I'm glad their flaccid dicks are hanging out too.
Well, it is H.R. Giger, and he is obsessed with
That's-
genitals.
Mm-hmm.
tell us whether it's day
There's also soon a giant dick is going to come out of that zipper, so just flop right out.
Slap Mike in the
We
face.
like to be fair.
Is it daytime?
Of course, it's daytime.
So this riddle is
No,
basically
it is
made
most definitely
very
night.
much more annoying than the original riddle, because now we have to hear bad voice actors do
Which one of
it.
you is Ick?
What was the original riddle?
during the day.
You have the two monks, the one that
Oh,
tells
the
the truth.
reference one. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Mike has never heard this somehow. Same with the 4-2-3 riddle from before. He doesn't seem like he knows any riddles. I'm about to say, I think Mike Dawson's kind of an idiot.
Mike Dawson did poorly in Arkham Asylum.
And it is nice.
You know, can I just complain that I'm watching this idiot talk about stupid 5th grade riddles, and I could be playing Arkham City right now?
The things you do.
My priorities are all out of whack.
I need to think about this some more.
Get the fuck out of here.
Then
you idiot.
leave.
I need to think about this some more, and then I noticed that this video is 90 minutes long.
Ugly organic.
Oh yeah, they call you organic here, because, get it, you're not biomechanical like they are.
Why don't they just kill him?
I would. So,
I better go ask my mom about the riddle.
This is the evil ancient generator.
Of course. Hi.
What?
Oh my god! That's Rita's head! It's happening all over again. The ancients have returned.
This didn't happen before.
What?
They're using her head to power their evil generator. Just throwing that out there.
It doesn't look like it's doing much for supplying power.
That's the ancient spaceship. It's drawing
So
its
that's the
psychic
first
energy
game.
from this
That's
power
the
generator.
Dark World spaceship that we powered with scotch.
The humanity.
This cable almost seems alive. It reminds me of the cables I saw.
Wait, this isn't a cable? It's Rita's spinal cord.
And it's long. Oh wait, I tied this to a gargoyle.
Slimy like a snake. Repulsive.
Of everything in the background, you think that wire is repulsive?
Everything else is divine. An immaculate Dark World this is.
Wonderful compression.
Ah.
The cable runs from the
So this
power
is
generator to
the
inside that
tent,
structure.
and inside, I believe, is the cooler with the anvil.
The power is being rerouted to this giant nipple.
And I'm about to enter the base.
Sweet.
This place reminds me of the hatchery from my first visit to the Dark World.
Whatever.
Only this incubator is much bigger.
Shut up, you idiot. So that's a giant Dark World shrimp,
You right?
and we're just gonna stare at it. Actually, I'll just reveal to you, this is a monster known as the Behemoth.
So
Nice.
this is the equivalent of the sad clown in the
What
light
a
world.
monstrous fetus.
Actually,
And
this
it's
is
looking
the
right at
equivalent
me.
of the Sad Clown's medicine.
Oh.
It's the cooler with the anvil on top of it, but it's hermetically
sealed.
Thank you, Mike. It's hermetically sealed, so we can't open it. And by the way, that is the most repulsive cable I've ever seen.
Not without bringing Gargan. Was it Gargan to the Dark World?
Gargan.
Gargan, yeah.
Yeah, we can't see Dark World Gargan yet because Minnie and Daisy are blocking him.
Oh, yes.
Meaning Ike and Ook, whatever. This game sucks. Don't...
Do you like Ick or Ook better?
I like Ick.
What is
Really?
this thing?
I'm kind of in the Ook
I
camp.
can't tell if it is an electric motor or a shooting gallery.
How does that look like a shooting gallery?
A shooting gallery? Another game I can fail at?
So yeah, this is the Dark World shooting gallery. And next will be the Dark World Wheel of Fortune, and then the Dark World Ring Toss. I forget what the ring toss looks like. I'm kind of hoping it's as embarrassing as it would be.
It's just a boss that you can't kill.
I kind of thought this game would be a little more interesting. Oh, here
This
we go.
device is definitely biomechanical. Part living organism and
Definitely.
part
It is
machine.
definitely.
I, Mike
Sir-
Dawson, an expert on biomechanical engineering, can spot that in a heartbeat.
Go ahead, talk to the safety pin lady.
Don't look at the eye, it'll fire a laser at you.
What are those, like, weird gas mask guys in the upper left? It totally ruins the effect of this.
I'm gonna totally use this in the door of my office supply store.
I'm gonna just draw a map on the left here, and it'll be just as disturbing.
Can you speak?
To be sorry. To be producing power infected with random magnetic fluxes.
What?
To be not able to stabilize magnetic emanations from power disks.
Dark World Wheel of Fortunes, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
And those are the prizes you can get, by the way. Oh, so we can put the
To be announcing.
refrigerator magnet on the
Producing
Dark
stable
World Wheel
power
of Fortune.
transmissions, the secondary effects of unusually
Okay.
strong magnetic emissions.
Did you hear that? Really strong magnetic emissions.
Mm-mm.
Well, actually, what it is...
Speak to me.
What? Whoa.
To be announcing. To be emanating level 6 magnetic.
By the way, I have
waves
no
from
idea
power
why the
disks.
Dark World machines speak like this, but they all do.
Boundaries.
It's like retarded Yoda.
Well, time to empower you with low, low prices.
Actually, speaking of retarded Yoda, look at that shit at the bottom. What the hell is that?
Hug me, you will.
I don't want to. Okay, let's just stare at this a little longer. This is the most thorough long play. We have to see the eye blink exactly 20 times.
Dawson takes a little bit longer than normal people to process information.
He's imagining trying to throw a ring at that safety pin. Okay, finally we go left.
I would like to hear a Dark World voice
What a
say, "Hey,
hideous
you missed Pal."
mechanism. This perverted joining of man and machine has got to be stopped.
Alright.
And you're the man to do it?
What's with aborted infant Mario here with the halo?
Is this ring toss Dark World with the ring?
Yeah,
Halo thing?
That's actually what it... Yep, that's what it is. And we're just gonna stare at the map and try to figure out where we are?
Huh.
Welp. What a great trip. That's the Dark World Carnival, ladies and gentlemen, or at least as much as we can see of it right
Can
now.
you at least throw a coat hanger at it?
Mm-mm.
At least play, Mike!
No, not here. Because everything's the opposite of Dark World. So
So you would win!
We don't, but we don't even play. That's how we win.
Oh.
And this is so stupid. I think Giger would look at this and be like, you know, you're just bastardizing my artwork.
So what's the Dark World creepy guy watering the lawn, dude?
Oh, shit. I don't know if there is one. We'll have to see.
It's just him again.
Just watering the Dark World plant.
This must be the gate to the power center.
Unfortunately, now the gate closed behind us. We can't get to the light world.
Clearly.
Anymore. Right. As you can tell from all the nothing. So we're outside the carnival.
And in more
So
ways than
this
one.
is where Rita died in the nightmare, but it also corresponds to the park where she died in the real world.
Uh-huh.
If you remember, she fell through here. I was like,
skeleton
right.
looks millions of years old. I wonder if it is some ancestor of the ancients.
what's he talking about? How is that millions of years old?
It's fossilized, fused into the rock.
How would you know that? Mike Dawson, alien geologist.
It's part of his course at UCLA.
I'm good at geology, but I still live with Mom.
Professor Dawson, I don't understand why this is on the syllabus.
Professor Dawson, could you shave your mustache? It looks really awful.
I'm going to have to fail this student.
This cul-de-sac ends at a cross. Why are there symbols of death all around this complex?
Oh, get it across, because it's like Miss Ramirez's mansion.
Her house, alright.
Yeah. By the way, that transitional animation really helped the game, I feel.
You know, for being the Dark World, it's a lot more light than her
The
mansion.
cross is supposed to give comfort,
This was very
but I
foggy.
can only despair.
Is that another one of those endless beeps? Do you hear that?
I do.
What the fuck is that? What's the matter with you, Cyberdreams?
Well, with the accompanying noise, it really adds up to something good.
I'm just glad there's no one we can talk to. I'm kind of thankful for that. Alright, now just walk into the... What are you doing?
These must be the controls for the gate.
Thanks, Mike. Anyway.
He waits for a response, and nothing.
Data card not presented. Access denied.
What did he do? Just try to jerk it off and hope for the
Oh,
best?
this is just like when I asked Rita out.
It looks like a tremendous amount of energy is flowing through these bars.
Touch it.
We couldn't
touch
show it to you, the player, but just bear with us.
And then he's just gonna shake his fist at it.
This hellhole looks like a twisted perversion of my hometown.
What? He has photos.
Yeah, there's the sunglasses and the pen.
Yep. Now, fortunately, though, you get a light portal, but you can't go there because the gate's closed off now. So we can't re-enter the light world.
Right.
Let's go to the Dark World home and wait for Dark World Jack.
Let's just decipher this. And...
Oh, this is Dark World home. Relax, Mikey boy. Let's just hang out together.
Jack, you're the same in the Dark World? Yeah, but I don't have anything up my ass in the Dark World. Hey!
I'm legitimately cool in the Dark World.
Alright.
This door must weigh a ton. Is the thick metal for keeping people out, or keeping something in?
It's
Fake.
your house.
And slow fade
There's
to
some
black.
kind of electronic lock on this door. I can't open it.
In order to get into this door, I have to ask, why does the chicken cross the road? Well, I have no idea. So let's get the hell out of here.
Doom to doom.
Slow.
Slow, leisurely pace throughout the Dark World.
Mm-hmm. And meanwhile, here's the Dark World.
This
The
building
doctor's
looks
office?
like some kind of processing plant.
I think so. I kind of forget, honestly.
I mean, that's just a guess.
It's got the two, like, hallways, like the...
What's that rancid stench? It smells like rotten meat.
This is the Dark World cafeteria.
At least there are receptionists in the Dark World.
This creature behind the bar seems friendly.
Oh, this is Hank's Diner.
He doesn't look like he's gonna eat me anyway.
That's right. Okay. So Dark Worlders are friendly in Dark Sea 2, which just kind of takes away from the whole oppressive atmosphere.
I would like one pulsating butt you have in the background, please.
But we don't have much food now. The
See,
deliveries have
unfortunately, the ancients are oppressing the friendly Dark Worlders.
What is there to eat around here?
stopped. I still have some rations of liquefied entrails in
Oh,
my
we got liquefied entrails at least.
Very filling.
We can also take that Metroid that's on the bar there.
Sure is empty.
It's actually a step up from what's in Hank's bar.
Regulars don't come around much anymore.
I'll like a cherry soda, please.
I mean, at least they give you something here.
I get a few of the privileged workers every now and then,
Oh
but
man,
that's
the
about
privileged
it.
workers. I hate them. They are the
Someone take over
1%.
the Dark World?
Yes, the invaders from space. Everyone calls them
Every
the ancients.
conversation Mike Dawson has is
Taken
just
over our
boring as
world.
fuck. Even
They
with,
want everything from their space.
even with an
See
alien.
them. They use their minions to maintain control.
Shut up.
Who are the ancients?
What do you mean, who are they? They're the people who injected your head with the embryo in the first game. You know this.
Did the ancients know Rita?
I resign myself to death.
Speaking of death,
When did the ancients first arrive?
More than a
let's
year
just
ago.
get an entire history of the
Few
ancients.
months were very bloody.
Go to Dark World Wikipedia, you idiot.
Our government fell. The
So what
ancients
part
now
of the
control our
face of the
judges
Dark World
and the
jukebox do you have to
Drecket
push to make it work?
Do the
Is that
ancients
it
have
there?
total
Did you see that
control
thing
over the
crawling
Dark
in the
World?
background?
Yeah.
I'm looking for anything here.
Now we're a police state. And I'd steer clear of the Hall of Justice if I were you.
Yeah.
The Super Friends are
Dark
involved in
justices
this?
are not very friendly towards strangers.
How could they not be?
Especially those who are...
Well, no, they're
ordinary
called the
instead
super
of
foes here. Get it?
Right,
Dark World.
Dark World, yeah.
Right.
Who are the minions?
We never meet the
The
minions.
troopers who enforce the ancients' decrees, and
Oh,
the
wait.
justices who administer
Then that
them.
might be Ikanuk.
We have no
I
one
don't
to
know, who
defend us
cares?
any longer.
I'm totally
troopers are all
improvising all
dead
this, by the way.
or in prison.
You know, if I just didn't stand in front of Ikanuk's machine gun, I'm sure I'd be fine.
Those not chosen to be killed must obey the ancients' will. We no longer lead our own lives.
You know what's funny is for such like a Nazi stormtrooper state, all the streets seem really barren.
Yeah, not a whole lot going on.
No, not really.
Truth, light, and justice. It's all
Surprised
done
Mike
now.
wasn't immediately mugged and killed.
Damn it, I hate when you're in a dialogue tree and more questions spawn. It's
Those
like
who choose
torture.
will work for the ancients.
Can't you just do the Mass Effect, we'll talk later?
I wish you would just be like, look, you idiot, the ancients are evil. That's what I'm getting
Peering
at
over the
here.
walls every now and then.
Them? They're electro-vermin, chewing on the
By
power.
the way,
cable.
I'm the calmest evil alien you've ever
Just
met.
about my only customers.
But
these
I'm
days.
surprisingly tense as well, given my hand position.
Anything unusual going
Wait a
on
minute, he
around
just
here
gave you this whole, like, the ancients are impressive thing.
Unusual?
Anything unusual?
Aside from being enslaved by a master
even he's
race of
being
alien
sarcastic.
beings, not much.
lately? Is there anyone to lead a revolt?
That's exactly the kind of talk revolutionary leaders are made of. Anyone here already revolting? Well, might as well.
Well, there wasn't anyone to lead our revolt until you walked in.
Of course, there was one old fool who tried to
Mike
lead a
Dawson, the
revolt.
face of
The
rebellion.
ancients locked him up next door.
His face all confused on a red t-shirt everywhere.
I'll see you around.
Alright.
So I wasn't listening too much. Did I miss anything important?
If I'm
No.
not scheduled to be fed to a life force,
He's just saying,
first.
oh man, there's no food because the evil ancients, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, let's just take the fucking Metroid there.
Oh,
Those tubes look like they're filled with a sickening blend of blood and pus.
What? It's delicious. Take it. Take the Metroid.
Just looking at this maggoty carcass makes me sick. No wonder nobody's eating here.
I can't tell if I'm in the Dark World version of Hank's Bar or Hank's Bar.
Do you mind if I take this delicacy?
Look,
with
he's
me?
taking it, and he's asking
Take it,
permission.
human. No one else is left to eat it but the vermin.
Which is you.
Basically. I can't stand this maggoty carcass. Yeah, I'll take one.
I could have sworn I saw something looking at me.
A
Well, of
couple
course you-
dozen or so times now.
Yeah, really. Talk to the safety pin lady.
This looks like a woman's head suspended from the ceiling.
Thank you,
There's a
Mike.
button on the
Sounds
side.
mildly concerned at that.
These sunglasses look like a
To
safety
be
pin.
sorry. To to be not able to sing at this time,
Oh, get it?
to be damaged by burning.
Dark World jukebox.
I knew it.
Good. Well, let's get the fuck out of here.
And then it plays Can't Get No Satisfaction.
There's our Dark World meat.
This might be some kind of meat, but it's slimy and rancid.
I thought it was full of maggots, too. Mike, you're just disgusting and you smell bad. That's the takeaway, no matter what your inventory is. So next should be the pool hall, if I remember.
Yep, next door.
Yep. That's right. So there's Melissa, who's sucking on that pipe. Get it?
Yes.
And there's what's his face, Jimmy, who's
Playing with himself?
I guess so.
What is he doing?
Jeez, and I thought Melissa was a chain smoker.
Shut up.
Keep away, you insect. I'm ventilating.
Sounds just like Rita.
By the way, touching that thing on the ceiling is instant death. Well,
The light
Just-
bulb?
just throwing that out there.
Contraption made out of hypodermic
The one he
needles.
technically can't reach.
Wait, what's made out of hypodermic needles?
The thing in the back he's looking at.
This creature
The Dark World pool hall, aka heroin table.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone this deliriously happy.
What? He doesn't look happy. Wait, who's he talking about? Oh, there's a thing in the ceiling, in the light bulb.
Oh, that's what's deliriously happy?
Yeah, I don't know what that corresponds to exactly.
This sick creature has intravenous bottles plugged directly into his body.
And that's Dark World Slughead.
Don't bother
You know our
me,
friend
human.
Slughead?
Can't you see I'm floating?
What?
Bro! Leave me alone, bro. Hey, I'm toking up on my nips.
Power door.
So this door is locked in the Dark World, sadly. So we can't go meet Dark World Slim.
Oh.
Electronic lock on
Not
this
yet,
door.
anyway.
I can't open it.
You can't do much of anything, Mike. Come the fuck on. What have you been successful at in this game? What do we got next?
Brilliant scene right there.
Great, perfect.
Loved it. 10 out of 10.
Next up is Sheriff Church Morgue, I think. Isn't that all? Oh no, there's Paul.
No, there's
and,
Paul and
Rita's house, which is guarded by the deputy.
yeah,
right?
deputy guy. Yeah.
So I think this is Paul's house.
Building reminds me of some project I messed up in shop class.
What?
This isn't Paul's house. This is 50% of Darkseid 2's budget we're looking at. Holy shit!
How bad do you have to mess up in shot class to produce
These
this?
must be the controls for the power door.
What? The power door.
There's some kind of electronic lock on this door.
Oh,
Can't open it.
no, I'm sorry. This is Dr. Sims and the hardware store. And then Paul's next
Yeah,
door
then
to that,
Paul
I
and then
think.
deputy
Yeah.
and then sheriff.
Yeah.
Morgue.
Yep.
This is either a Dark World armory, or I've wandered into a gun shop in Los Angeles.
Excuse me?
What stupid topical humor is that?
West Coasters, right?
I think this is more like a Dark World sex shop, Mike. You really don't understand the world.
This Dark Worlder looks like some kind of craftsman.
Compensating for something.
With a giant phallic region. We can just talk to him
Nice,
or
nice hair, by the way.
just pick one, Mike. Come on, they're not that hard.
Who are you?
I'm a simple craftsman, skilled in the arts of binding.
Don't mind what
metal
I'm
with
doing right
thread.
now.
I build biomechanical appendages.
I'm just gonna...
How
let me-
much?
What are biomechanical appendages?
I think if I
Organic
hammer
and
this
mechanical
46 more
weapons
times
that
and
connect
alternate with rubbing,
hand
it'll be about right.
to
I'm working on the veins
your
right now.
body. They are controlled by your nervous
Yeah,
system,
guns.
just
I guess we
like
could
a
call it
normal
that.
Hey, can I get one of these biomechanical appendages from you?
Mike.
Mike,
For a
do
price.
you understand proportions?
I trade and sell my work. Right now, I could use a triggering device.
Well, I don't know where we'd get that.
Like this coat
Why
hanger?
can't you just build a triggering
Wait,
device?
why wouldn't a gunsmith be able to build a triggering device?
Supplies of
It's
metal
kind of an important part of a
difficult
gun.
to
Because he's in the
obtain
dark
since the
world.
ancients took
Oh,
over.
yeah. Or no, the ancients are
Everything is
restricting
being
his
reserved
metal
for the power
something.
center. But if you can find me a metal triggering device, I'll build you a weapon.
What is this place?
It's a gunsmith. What?
A weaponry and
Kind of
supply
established
shop.
that, Dawson. Come
I
on.
create
We call this the
weapons
Dark World
used
Pink
by
Pussycat
the
Boutique.
Latins that serve our masters.
Why are all of your doors designed for round people?
What are you working on now?
I am building a grenade-launching crossbow. A special
I've always wanted an appendage that does that.
I couldn't decide on crossbow and grenade launcher. And then my wife said, well, why not?
Are in such high demand these days. Parts are hard
I'm
to
sorry I
come by.
can't stop hammering while talking to you. I'm very
Who are your
busy.
masters?
The
There's a
ancients.
shocker.
They force us to work for them or die. Those
Thanks for the sound
monsters.
effects in that one part
At
only.
least I
You
am
don't seem to be
able
working very
practice
hard,
my
being forced to
craft.
do so under pain of death.
Excuse me, if you're a Dark World alien, why do you have a haircut?
The ancients forced us to have...
So, if this really is the hardware store, Dark World, that would be Paul with the hose, because Paul owns the hardware store.
Rather than kill us
But if it's... Wait, it was on the left, so I guess technically that should be Dr. Sims, the psychiatrist.
Well, if you showed me Paul and this guy, I would assume this guy was from the light world.
How can the ancients be defeated?
Can one of the questions be, could you put a shirt on, please?
The ancients stole all of our clothing.
Was his name.
Except for that cafeteria guy's tank top.
And my toupee.
Me to build a power lock
And my hammer.
behind the recreation.
By the way, would you like an alien head? It's on the left.
Who are the lackeys?
God. Are you going to buy something, Light Worlder?
Craftsmen like me, the Dreketh Guard, the justices, privileged workers. We are
Oh, shut
all
up, you
under the
idiots.
ancients' rule, and we will remain so until we die.
Well, then nothing to do but hammer the gun.
Well, this is all very interesting, but I must be leaving. I'm sure I'll be back.
I don't. He's such a Nancy
Do you
boy.
think
Oh,
you
and can I
have
use
a
your bathroom and not
choice?
buy anything?
The Dark World bathroom pees on
These
you.
look like weapons, but they're so bizarre
In
that I'm not too
HR
sure.
Geek or Dark World.
Some of them almost look alive.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, well. Can we please just leave now? What?
The weapons are protected by a force field.
We
A
didn't have the
force
budget
field.
to make the force field.
Force field here represented by duck farting. Alright, get the fuck out of here, Mike. You're boring the shit out of me again.
It's the last thing
Oh.
everyone says to Mike Dawson.
Yeah, it's the hardware store because it's on the right. So Dr. Sims would be on the left. This is
What a magnificent structure.
this.
It looks like a temple, but I can't imagine that Dark Worlders would find anything
This
worthy
is
of
the
worship.
Light World. This has a trailer with patio furniture on the roof. FYI.
And think
And
about it.
Should I go in there? Delicious. If somebody was watering this, what would it look like? There we are.
This place gives me the creeps.
Unlike everything else
Even
I've
in the
seen.
normal world, I feel uneasy
Hey, look on the
about
right.
attending
That girl
church,
is missing a head.
especially since my father
I didn't get
died.
the creeps before, but boobs.
These are the sexiest Dark World boobs
This
ever.
book must be quite old. The binding is badly cracked and
He's
split.
talking about the boobs.
I can barely make out the title. Necronomicon.
Shut the fuck up. I wish Bruce Campbell
There's
would
a
come in
picture
here
of
and
my
kill
old
him.
house in Woodland Hills.
I don't even mean Ash, I mean the actor Bruce Campbell.
This chapter is about how I stopped the ancients' first plan to conquer the normal world.
And how embarrassed they were about it.
The book on tape, I was played by a really
That's the
whiny
keeper of
guy.
the scrolls. She is such a beautiful creature.
Excuse me?
What?
He's,
Well, I'm over Rita now.
I don't recognize this figure.
okay.
That's how I introduce myself
That's
to
the
people as
keeper
well.
of the light.
Here's an
I wish I
excerpt
had a
from
chance
that
to
book.
speak with her longer before
the
she
battery
died.
still works, I said.
I wish I
And then
knew
he's
how to
like,
invoke
man,
the
I'm
power of
crazy.
these
Why did I
items."
tie a rope to my house? Alright.
This dark worlder has a regal air about her despite being held captive in a power beam.
And then he's like, and I like the view from down here, wink. Oh god, I hate Mike so much.
Excuse me, can you help me?
I am the High Priestess of the Temple of the Triangle. Welcome,
Temple of
and
the
learn what I have
Triangle.
to
Temple of
teach.
the Triangle.
I'm a 5-year-old for laughing
What
at
is
that,
this
but I still
place?
am.
This temple was constructed eons ago as a place of worship for Dark World beings. Originally, it was set up to honor the points of the
And
triangle.
we're talking again.
Yeah.
Of course, all that
Yeah.
is now gone.
It's like the low point of these videos.
Tell me
That's
about
all
the
that
points of
Darkseid
the
2
triangle.
is.
tell,
Points of the triangle were the basis
tell me
of our
tell me
religion.
what a man and a woman does when they love each other in the Dark World.
By the light.
Teach me the ways of Dark World love.
Represented by the
Even that would be a
scrolls.
boring
And
conversation.
justice,
Just because
represented by
Dawson's
the sun.
involved. Dawson would just say, "Ew, that's disgusting."
Tell me about Dark World's second base.
He says as he has a moldy, maggoty thing in his jacket.
Of all that is false or evil.
What turns you on more, a coat hanger or a magnet?
The scrolls contain the vast
Like in the Dark World, all women give it up for a magnet. He's like, damn it, I used it on the ring toss.
No. Classic Mike Dawson hubris.
Oh boy.
The sword is a powerful weapon against injustice and fear.
It is also a sword.
But against evil, it is invincible.
But the ancients took it.
Why do you say that everything is now
Because
gone?
the ancients took it.
The ancients have taken over.
What did
our
I
world.
say?
They have
like a
outlawed
theme.
our religion and imprisoned spiritual leaders. Such
Mike,
as
why don't you just read the book over your right and leave us alone?
You're a spiritual?
I can only read as far as the title.
I was the High Priestess. I conveyed the wisdom of the Keepers to all Dark Worlders who worship the Tribe.
All the Dark Worlders would just stand
Now
under
I
us and
have
look
been
up,
by the
though.
ancients to instruct
They were perverts. No wonder they were so easily taken over.
Why are you helping me if you are forbidden to do so?
Mike, we're not even wearing
Just
bras.
because
What do we have to lose?
no longer
Can I have what's behind
It
half-naked
is my
lady number
destiny
1,
to
please?
teach. It is your destiny to learn and act upon that knowledge.
The one on the left's like, what am I, chopped liver? Come on.
You know, of all the things to associate Mike Dawson with, destiny is not one of them.
I am imprisoned here in a confinement beam.
Confinement beam, not pictured.
The confinement beam is the equivalent of an old television set.
Hey, you're drawing me to Photoshop HR Giger. I can't draw some confinement beam
Some of you
thing.
were held under house arrest? I expected worse from the ancients.
We expected better from you, Mike.
The ancients had their minions install power locks all over the
Oh
area.
god, sure they
Machines
did.
in the power
course.
center direct energy to various sections of the city to split us up and discourage
Blah,
rebellion.
blah, blah. Oh, how are there 3 more questions?
Tell me about the Dark World.
The Dark
Mike Dawson
World
has a
exists
notepad that he writes
alongside
every
your
single
own
possible
world
conversation
ever since
starter
time
on.
began.
That's why it
you-
takes so long to choose.
Along with your
What can you tell me about the
Earth,
Dark World, which I am
negative
currently
image,
in and
your
seeing?
world.
Are there any cool tourist parts in the Dark World?
Why do you say that this place is a negative image of my world?
Because here you're the coolest person
Here
alive.
what you would consider to be the dark side of yourselves. What seems to be madness to you, we consider sane. What you perceive as pain, we feel
In
as
here,
pleasure.
you're still pretty bad at the red cross, though.
Now I understand why there are so many evil creatures here.
Does that mean girls will date me in the Dark
Creatures in your
World?
own
No.
world, too.
Sorry,
Do
that's...
not confuse madness with
Alright,
evil.
not that negative,
Most of
Mike.
us want to live
No
in
amount of
peaceful
science fiction can
coexistence
change
with the normal world.
0 times any number is still 0,
Which
Mike.
is the Dark World a counterpart to my own?
People and places in your world have parallels here in the dark world.
I thought we went over this 2 questions ago.
Sometimes the dark world counterparts are missing.
AKA, we couldn't figure out all that artwork.
Can actions in the Dark World affect the normal world?
Mike, have you never played a video game before?
Sometimes,
Mike, are you
the
familiar with
world's
Darkseid
government's
1?
Correlations are not understood. But yes, many times an action in the dark world causes a
Do you remember
reaction
that
in
thing with the
normal
secret
world
doors?
counterpart. Electromagnetic correlations seem
I
to
wish
be
that dog from
displaced.
Darkseid 1 would just come in and eat him.
What can you tell me about the portals linking our 2 worlds?
Please shut the fuck up.
Tell me, Queen
Portals
Game
have always
Facts.
been in existence. There are portals all over Earth. It was inevitable that a few humans would
They call her the
visit
keeper
them.
of the facts.
We've had normal world visitors for centuries.
Oh no, more questions!
Dark World
How is this
cross the portal into
possible?
the normal world?
It's not like in the Light World he's
No,
like,
but
you
it
know,
is
very
more a matter of
concise.
biology than physics. We would die immediately after crossing the barrier into your world.
Unfortunately, not vice versa.
Unfortunately, that doesn't work on
Humans are more
stupid
adaptable.
people.
Do you know where all the portals are located?
Jesus Christ, what kind of horrible hero
No
are
one
you?
knows where all the portals are. There is one located in
Could
the
you
power
do me a
center
favor
inside
and just
maze.
do everything that
I've
will
heard
complete the
another
game
exists
for me
elsewhere
in my
nearby,
stead?
But the ancients keep its location secret.
No!
Tell me more about the ancients.
Tell me about your
The ancients
cheerleader
are
choreography
alien
in the
beings from
background.
another planet in our universe. They
Tell me if your
defeated
friends
their
are getting
home with
bored
its
while I
natural
talk to you.
resources, the life force which sustained them, forcing them to plunder other worlds.
Why would the ancients need to, like, human heads for
Where are the
anything?
ancients now?
The ancients control things telepathically, using their psychically
Because we
evolved
didn't
abilities.
want to animate
They
them.
slumber in their
If they
spaceships
control
hovering
things,
over
wouldn't that
the
be
power center.
telekinetic?
Few have ever seen
Don't joke, that might be a question.
What do the ancients want?
Sorry.
They're
Or to
evil.
drain the life
Yeah,
force
there
of
you go,
sentient
see.
creatures to sustain
They
them
want to
in their
kill
eternal
everything
slumber.
because they're static
They
evil.
tried to stop them,
They're
but their
chaotic
minds are too
evil.
powerful.
Maybe chaotic neutral.
How did you try to stop
What's Mike Dawson in the D&D alignment?
I feel like Mike Dawson, this is like the closest he's ever gotten to a date, so he's trying to extend it as long as possible. Ugh. Ooh.
What happened to
Tell me more about the rebellion, gray eyes.
You see, Michael, you are our only...
Man, if only I had that phallic appendage biomechanical thing.
I'll be back.
You know who I am?
This is the greatest day of my life.
Of course, Michael. The story of your
We all laugh at your photos on Facebook, Michael.
Okay, I'm sorry. The first battle? I think battle is a little strong here.
So you see,
That's what Darkseid 1 was?
That was apparently what it was. You mean when I threw a stick at a dog and smashed a mirror? My great war I waged.
What do you think of how I enter my house?
Remember how I gave that lawyer's business card to the cop and stole his gun?
Remember when I saw a pillar and said it was a pillar?
Do you know where the Keeper of the Scrolls is in prison?
Remember crazy old man Tuttle?
She is being held captive in the prison compound at the ancient tower.
God almighty, she's being held captive in the prison.
Be warned that the biomechanoids guarding the prison will not be reluctant to kill organics like yourself.
Yeah, you just have to answer cheap riddles is all.
I have many more questions to ask.
No, we're not shocked.
I am afraid I have nothing more to tell
Thank
you.
you.
Now she loses her patience.
She's my favorite character in the whole game.
One last
No, she said no.
Can you tell me whether it is day or night?
Such temporal concepts only matter to soldiers such as the Dreketh Guard, or to biomechanical sentries.
Or
I'm
biomechanical
sorry, that is an
appendages.
issue that is beyond the boundaries of my thoughts.
You don't know if it's day or night. That's the...
Yeah.
Well, time to leave.
I need the cliff notes of that conversation.
Okay, so to the right would be Rita's house, which is guarded by the
Just
deputy.
jump,
Seriously.
please.
Just, you know what?
I mean, your feet are halfway hanging off of that thing.
Just go.
Just
Just go. End it. You don't deserve the lift. Come on, you're not even standing on the catwalk correctly.
Do it. Just take that leap.
You're really just standing in
One
thin
more
air.
step.
They didn't even put the sprite
That's
in
all
the
you
right
need to
place.
do is just advance. One more
Come
pace.
on.
That's all
Well-
you need. Just do it.
That was seriously
Just-
the closest you're getting to pussy, and it was alien
Just
pussy. Okay?
Maybe the lady will just give him a nice gentle shove.
Frankly, Rita is better off dead than dating you.
Poke him in the back with a biomechanical appendage.
Do you hear that? There's a pterodactyl screaming. It doesn't like you either.
Yeah, that's probably cause enough to jump and get away from. Oh, you missed, pal.
I can't believe it. Whoa. Hey, this is where Rita was outside the party. Does that mean the party was at her house?
There's a guard in front of that building.
Alright.
This looks like some kind of crime scene.
What?
What?
How?
Based on what?
Well,
We have very elaborate crime tape in the dark world.
yeah, now you consider it now.
Aww.
What?
Even the player's trying to force the game to no
Through
avail.
creative editing.
This biomechanoid looks like Ick and Uck's long-lost brother.
Guck? Muck?
Hello. I'm making Nook's long-lost brother.
Oh.
You resemble some friends of mine. I bet you can tell me if it is day or
Oh,
night.
Light Worlder, you have no friends.
It is not my business to know.
I have important news to give to the ancients from Ick and Uck, but I can't tell if they are truthful.
Ick always tells the truth during the day, but lies at night. Uck lies during the day, but tells the truth at night. Now go away.
Nice
Great.
and succinct, thank you.
Cool. Alright, well,
Good.
let's go in Rita's house.
Sure. But-
Can you help me?
He said
I think I'm
go
lost.
take the
Shoot
social
him.
cue,
Shoot him.
Dawson.
Walk elsewhere, organic form. You do not belong
Shoot
here.
him. Shoot him.
Is he wearing sunglasses?
Are you one of the Dreketh Guard?
Sure, because it's day. We'll just
Pardon
say
me.
something.
I'm
Just
simply a
shoot him.
biomechanoid, pulled off the assembly line for sentry duty.
Are you an
Why are you
actual
guarding
voice
this
actor or
building?
just one of the programmers?
It is the house of the High Priestess. It has been deemed off limits to all
Do you
personnel.
think I have a shot with those women to the left?
Why
My
is the
God,
house of
no.
the High Priestess off limits?
Oh, the
I presume that the
priestess.
ancients believed that it still contains secrets hidden away. Secrets that might undermine their authority.
Lord Thortar.
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll leave immediately.
Immediately.
What?
These must be the controls for the power door.
Wasn't he guarding that? What kind of horrible crime scene is this?
Take my word for it that I'm looking at
What
controls,
are you
by
up
the way.
to?
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll leave immediately.
You just said that.
But you're not leaving. You are bothering me, organic one. Alright, now what?
And
Don't
the
just-
lonely clatter of Mike Dawson's footsteps leaves a gaping hole in my heart.
Oh god, I was so worried he was going to go back in for a second.
For sloppy seconds.
Speaking of sloppy, look at this game.
Yeah, here's that shop class mistake again. I tried to make a table, but here it is.
But it was really just garbage I dumped out.
There's something oppressive and frightening about this building, but the architecture is spectacular. It must be a governmental center.
Sorry, what?
The aesthetics are just fabulous.
So this is Sheriff, Court, and Morgue that we're walking by.
Wow. Both of them?
Yeah. I don't think you can walk to the right, so...
Well.
No, well.
Left
This
and right.
is Sheriff.
This place looks strangely familiar. I've
Damn
got
it, Dawson, why am I
It
hanging on
reminds me
this
of the
thing?
police station from my first visit to the Dark
David
World.
Dawson, I'm on
I
dry
better watch my
cleaning.
step in here.
So that guy in the background could shoot you if you try to grab the thing. The sword, I think? Or the light.
What?
I still have the scars from my first encounter with the troopers of the Dreketh Guard.
What?
You
They're
do.
cold as steel and cruelly logical.
What scars? What are you talking about? They threw you in a jail.
Excuse me,
I
sir.
hate you.
Do you know what we did to the last organic who asked to be excused? We gutted him and threw him into the maze. Just like we did to that keeper worm. Now go!
Just go, Mike. You're a wimp.
Hey, I need some questions answered.
Yeah, that's not doing
By
it.
order of the ancients, there can be no questions answered without proper data card identification.
God almighty.
I'm Professor Mike Dawson. Maybe those credentials will help.
Not without proper authorization.
You ever hear of Dark
That's your
UCLA?
lantern over there, but it's going over the
I
Hall of
teach
Justice
evil
after
game
we finish
design.
examining it. You'll have to go next door and take the matter up with one of the justices.
Wait a minute. You made Darkseid 1? In here, that's like the best game
I
ever.
left my data card at home.
Didn't you read your manual, fool? Privileged workers are supposed to carry their data cards at all times.
Please don't ask him a million
I
questions.
suggest that you run home and get it before someone less charitable than me decides to vaporize you.
You know you're hanging off a pole, right?
I noticed that all the jail cells are empty.
Yes, all our political
What jail
prisoners
cells?
have been transferred to the power center.
Do you see any jail cells?
Now,
I'm just
get
using
yourself to where you
my
have to
imagination.
be.
You know, I will say the architecture here is actually stunning.
The glow from this
I
lantern
designed
gives
it
me a
myself,
clarity I
Dawson.
haven't felt since I don't know when.
That's a
Could this be
lantern?
the light of truth?
That's my lantern, Dawson.
I'd appreciate if you don't steal things that come out of my beautiful home.
That's evidence.
Well,
Just push a button, make them slide over.
Unless you want to enjoy my hospitality for the rest of eternity, stay away from there.
this is like the least threatening thing ever next to Mike Dawson himself.
That's the equivalent of, I have half a mind to toss you in jail now, Dawson.
I'd follow you if I weren't attached to a pole. Now for the Dark World.
Now let me slide on over to the building you're entering.
What's that odor? It smells like dirt,
That's
but it's
you!
very faint. It reminds me of when I helped to lower my father's casket into his grave.
Excuse me?
What?
That was out of nowhere.
Dawson, there's a reason you don't have friends.
These Dark Worlders seem to enjoy their tortures.
I think this is the morgue. Wait, wasn't the sheriff's on the right and the morgue on the left?
Who am I to disturb these
Sheriff was
people
on-
in their blissful misery?
Right.
Yeah, okay, so that was actually Dark Larson. Then, I think.
Oh.
These must be the controls for the power
And that's
door.
It's ruined.
And that's the sheriff there, the baby.
Damn it, Dawson,
An
I'm
electronic
busy.
lock on this door.
Could you come back
Open
later
it.
when I'm not having me time?
Doc Larson does an excellent impression of me, by the way.
This is what happens when Doc Larson hypnotizes me.
Now for the court, which you can't enter in the light world ever. That's a locker on the right, and the judge is that conehead guy. Whoop.
You, Minen, have been charged with conspiring in a rebellion against the ancients.
Hold it! Dun, 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 dun,
How
dun,
do you
dun.
plead?
I am innocent, dispassionate one.
In the
This is
interest
the-
of
he's got a note
expediting
card.
matters, we
Did you
shall
see
enter
that?
a plea
Yes.
of guilty and issue a
Is he wearing a
summary
dunce
judgment.
hat?
Because of your years of faithful service as a privileged
Unfortunately,
worker,
you
I
made
shall be
Dogseed
merciful.
2 executed.
Instead of suffering public humiliation like the leader of your rebellion, You are hereby sentenced to death.
Goodbye,
God
Smeagol.
Oh,
Thank God I'm out of this game.
One, you are kind and just.
He's happy to be out of here. Someone just make that sound with their mouth.
Can we have a more menacing sound effect when I hand out my death sentence, please?
This cabinet is used to contain evidence. Not that the truth matters here much more than it does in the normal world.
Excuse me?
Damn, Dawson, you and your social commentary.
It won't open. There's some kind of power lock on it.
What? How do you know? Well, let's talk to the judge and die.
God.
I sentence you to give me a
They've
power
crucified the keeper of the sword.
So, here's the trick. We're gonna die.
There's nothing I can do.
Like, once you talk to the judge, you're just dead.
What's the charge?
Oh, who knows with this stupid game? Probably boring the judge to death.
This justice looks like a clown to me.
Good one, Mike.
I'm here to pay my respects to the keeper of the sword.
Kill him.
Pay your respects? Why, that worm was involved in a conspiracy against the ancients. Whose side are you on, anyway?
And he knew Rita.
I'm loyal to the ancients. I just lost my head for a moment.
Yeah, that works great.
Mike Dawson is fighting the urge not to toss a ring at that guy's hat.
Well, let's just see how well your head is working.
Ouch.
Tell me,
You
what
missed,
is the
pal.
ancient's
I sentence
credo?
you to die.
How dare you question my heritage? I refuse to
He
cooperate.
sounds like such a ninny.
Refusal to obey the ancients' decrees is a capital offense. You are hereby sentenced to the Hall of Death.
Oh, the Hall of Death. Darn.
What happens there?
Oh my god. The stench in this room is horrible.
Thunk.
Like a mountain of rotting meat.
No, that's still you, and the maggot ass thing you're carrying.
So if you die after seeing Minen, the privileged worker, die, like
This
we just
must be
did,
the
you're brought
body of
here.
the privileged worker that I saw sentenced to death.
Even though it looks nothing like him. So you see the thing on his belt, kind of?
The ID card looking thing?
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Oh.
And if you don't see him and you die before that happens, then...
I got the data card back. Damn. I've got to get
That
out of
was
here.
the stupidest thing ever, by the way.
You think that would have freaked me out a little bit more?
That was like a scary thing that would have happened at Disney
This
World.
metal card is encoded with data. I can't read it,
Anyway,
but it
so
looks
if you
important.
die without seeing that worker die, you waste the Keeper of Light's 1-up, and you can't get the data card, and you can't win the game.
This corpse has been sapped of all its
Because this
fluids.
game is terrible.
And
You know what I mean?
Don't find out you can't win until you've progressed a lot further later on?
Yeah, exactly, because you can't
Oh.
leave the Dark World, because you need the dark data card to get back to the Light World.
The dark data card.
The evil data card, with the evil ATM pin code.
I recognize it from my first trip into the dark world.
What? What are you talking about?
Huh?
Anyway, so we're just gonna hope the skeleton eats us, I guess.
Calmly stand here.
That's
Mike
cool.
Dawson scanned, incinerate immediately.
So, if you didn't recognize, this is where Rita fell.
Oh yeah.
What happened? Where am I?
What was that?
That was the Keeper of the Dead, I think?
She'd be beautiful if her flesh wasn't decayed.
That is the most desperate thing I've ever heard.
Oh my god.
Where am I?
You are in the underworld, Michael. The river of the dead.
What was that you said about my flesh? you
You
fucking
know my
weirdo.
You are the biggest pervert I've ever seen in the dark world. So, you're gonna see there's a tray of water that comes down these stairs, and if you have 1-ups, Michael dodge it, but if you don't, it knocks you into the river, and that's game over.
Look, I want to hear more of Mike Dawson's dark
What does
PWA.
that mean?
I am the guardian of the underworld, and the keeper of the dead.
Don't worry, y'all.
All those who die in the dark world fall under my
Are you sure you want to hear this? Because I'm sure there's a lot more questions he has
Just one,
What happened to me?
for
which
now.
will lead
You
to
met
3
with
or
an
10
unfortunate
follow-ups.
accident, Michael.
His questions are like
You were
tribbles.
killed.
Yeah, I went there. See?
Are you saying that I'm dead?
Not exactly. You are not of this world and hence not easily destroyed here.
Unfortunately.
You will leave this place.
Mike
It is your
Dawson,
destiny.
durable,
So
built
every
Ford tough.
every time a Dark Worlder dies, you get a 1-up, is the idea.
Hardly,
So,
Oh,
You
Fair.
are still subject
Okay.
to the cold hand of death, but you are not easily killed.
unfortunately, I'm
I
just gonna throw
foresee
there
that
again.
you will again visit me in this place. One day you will stay
look
permanently.
at that dopey look on his face.
Continue to be so
By the way, you're
careless.
the hottest skeleton I've ever seen.
What is my destiny?
You don't have one.
You are
Look, I'm the
destined to
fucking
stand
Grim
against
Reaper
the
down
evil
here. How the hell
forces
should I know?
controlling the Dark World. You are charged
Michael-
with defeating
I'm still a
the
little
ancients
skeeved out by what you said.
and saving your own world.
Michael, I'm glad you're not looking directly at me
Some of
while
the
we
people of the
talk.
Dark World will aid you.
They're talking like comic strip characters.
Even in death, Mike Dawson can't
You
make
will
eye
meet them in the
contact.
course of your journey. They will
He's really
extend
just
the
staring
hand
at her
of
crotch
friendship,
right now.
but they will
Whoa.
pay with their lives,
Look at his
and their
gaping mouth.
souls will be remanded to
Do you think my mustache is good looking?
Duh.
Baby, have you ever made it with a light worlder? Uh-oh, it's a Dark World toilet.
Huh?
You dodged it.
Great.
Come on, seriously?
Wow.
What in God's name was that?
The life fluids of the Keeper of the Light now flow in the River of the Dead.
Say the Keeper of the Light
Her
died.
biomatter expired not long after she met you in the
Yeah,
portal.
great, whatever.
Sure.
Why, you bloodthirsty monster! How could you do such a terrible thing?
P.S. You're hot.
Her blood is on your hands, Mike.
What? What did he do?
She sacrificed herself so that you could fulfill
No,
your
she didn't.
destiny and
Dark
defeat
World Keeper of the Dead, did you kill Rita?
If you
Oh.
fail to do so, death will eventually reach out and pull you into its bloody depths.
Well, bye.
Speaking of, do you want to go out later?
Jeez, this place gives me the
I
creeps.
hate you, Mike.
You need not linger here, Mike.
Oh, jeez.
I have my
Oh,
work to
schmucks.
attend to.
To hear that, you need not linger. I have work to do.
Doing what? Woo, woo, woo!
How do I get out of this hellhole?
Stairs? Right behind
Climb
you.
the staircase. It leads back to the Dark World, near to where the ancients have erected their power.
This is a really long-winded way of saying up there.
Fulfill your
All the
destiny.
NPCs have learned to speak to Mike Dawson on a first grade level.
Could you make that sound one more time?
Action Dawson!
That might be my second favorite part of the
Doesn't
game.
seem I can re-enter the underworld
What
from
an
here.
idiot.
Anyway,
Uh,
so let's just... Yeah. So now that we have the data card, we can go back to the light world.
I miss Paul.
We all miss Paul. No, go the other way. What the... You don't need this.
Is that where you use the card?
Sorry? Oh, yes, that's where you use the card. I don't remember what he does with the cross. Oh, I guess nothing.
Just pays his respects to the Keeper of the Sword.
You're sure there's no one I can talk to here? Oh, well.
Maybe there is. Woo, woo, woo!
So basically all we accomplished here was getting a refrigerator magnet onto the Wheel of Fortune to cheat at it.
That's a pretty big accomplishment, though. What was that?
I have no idea how to use a data card.
You just vigorously shake your hand, right?
Okay. I guess we're walking over here. What? Why are we doing this? No, wait, don't... Oh, I decided to take a quick tour of things once again. Just to refresh my memory.
I have a lot of fond memories of this place.
Don't talk to her again. Just go with retarded Razor Blade Yoda. Those
Mike
aren't
Dawson's
razor-
debating his next pickup line to use.
That is like a razor blade on Yoda's stomach there in the middle, right? Like one of those old style ones, or...
Maybe.
Who knows? It's number 17. They're all number 17.
Mach 5 it is.
I've just come here to admire the only woman who hasn't rebuffed me in the Dark World.
No, not just the Dark World, ever.
Good point.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Well,
like
that
the-
was fun.
The log player's like making him seem more pathetic than he is somehow.
He's playing in character excellently.
It's a me, Pippo and Baby Mario. Yeah,
Well,
that's
that was fun.
All the maps I needed.
Mike, if you meant to come this way, well, I hate to say it, but you missed, pal.
I hope a ring comes and knocks him right off the catwalk.
Loser you are, Mike Dawson.
It's like they all know.
They're all into it.
Loser! 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 Loser!
You suck!
I
Get
hate
out!
you. The worst!
Idiot!
What a
Dress
jerk.
like a moron! Get out!
Wait, was that them or you?
It's just both. I was projecting myself onto them.
Makes sense. I don't think this is the right way, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, it's not. Don't go in here again.
Oh, not the supercharged nipple again. Come on.
Why? I'm here to admire you again, giant shrimp baby. Yep. That's all in order.
Great, fun.
That's what my shop class success looked like. And we're just going to admire Rita's head one more time.
Look, Rita's head, this may be a stupid question, but did you know Rita?
Well, maybe we can solve Ik and Ook's riddle now. I don't know how we could, but...
I chew food very slowly.
Okay, let's solve Ik and Ook's riddle.
Let's do it.
Come on.
And...
He's too scared. Don't just stand in front of the machine gun, Mike. Yep, he's still scared. Listen, you can do this. It's an easy fucking riddle. Just go, if I were to ask the other guy...
You know, if the long player just used 2 monitors, one for this and one for game facts.
Okay, I know the answers to your riddle.
Then tell us, which is which? And tell us if it's day or night.
And he goes, you both suck and urinates on them.
You, on the right. You are Ik, and it is daytime.
You are Ik, and it is daytime.
After all.
That is the correct answer.
Forgive us for doubting you, privileged one. You may pass.
Privileged one? That's the least likely title I've ever heard for Dawson.
And here's the first zipper Mike sees unzipped ever.
And his last.
We couldn't really even animate that well. Sorry. Welcome to...
At least it gave an okay sound effect.
This place smells like dried puke.
Welcome to the Baby Storm Center.
Dry puke. Jeez, Mike.
So this is Dark World Garden. See him on the right?
That stench must be coming from these baby stomachs.
Babies?
Those poor things must be half starved.
That one baby on the right's puking on that one underneath it.
Oh, these babies are ridiculous. Mike, what are you bothering looking at?
Okay.
I think the long player is trying to get him struck with lightning.
What a horrendously ugly baby. And it smells even worse than the small ones.
And it's got machine guns on its hands. You see that?
Oh, yeah. Badass.
Can you speak?
Yeah, that's Dark World Garden.
It must be too young to speak. I wonder if it's possible to use those machine guns on its arms.
Sorry, the lightning's drowning you out a little bit, Dawson.
So let's solve this puzzle. How are we going to get by Dark World Garden?
The
by
disgusting thing?
Yeah, by feeding him, yep.
Yeah. What's the matter, Dawson? Not going to complain about the smell of that?
We don't even need to.
I can't believe he's still chewing away at that food.
He's going to be busy
He must
chewing
not
that
have
for
any
the
teeth.
rest of the game. Good. Puzzle solved. What's the...
I don't want to disturb it while it's eating.
Can I just note that one of the puzzles in this game was a machine gun baby?
Darkseid 2.
It's her, the keeper of the scrolls.
The lady on TV.
I feel like I should bow, but I'm too embarrassed.
My god damn it. For fuck's sake,
Michael, you
why?
are the king of all losers.
For a dark world being, she is absolutely beautiful. Stunning.
Her face is as big as your body.
Also,
Mike, it won't work.
She has a skull centipede on her head.
The mechanics make no
Hello
sense.
again,
It was not meant
Your
to be.
Honor?
She'd have to blow your whole body.
Greetings, Michael. I am pleased to finally meet you in person.
Oh, God.
Please forgive me for lying.
Is what I wish I would say,
Following
but...
the state of captivity. Even we keepers have failings.
It's like she's rolling her eyes while she says that.
We are besieged by the ancients once
Just
again.
eat them all.
Didn't you talk to the previous 4 women?
Just chew them in half. He'd probably like that.
Will enter your world and
The
do
most
same to
horrible
your
thing.
people.
What's more awkward, this or Meat and Fuck Kingdom?
Oh, that's not what
They
this
are
is right
hatching a horrid creature called the Behemoth. It is now incubating behind their power generator.
Yeah, the behemoth.
This
I would like to incubate with your face right now. What?
I should bow, but I'm so embarrassed.
But I thought the ancients weren't capable of entering the normal world.
Mike Dawson does a curtsy instead.
This is true, but they have altered the genetics of a Dark World creature to create what is called a shapeshifter.
I want you to call me Pretty Princess Sailor Moon, Mike Dawson.
For brief periods of time, enter the normal world.
Your lip sync kind of went on. Is that
Listen to what he said. What does this shapeshifter look like? An idiot.
Its identity is secret.
So anyway, the shapeshifter is an evil Dark Worlder who can enter the light world.
Like
Gasp.
Paul?
What must I do next?
The shapeshifter is gathering heads for the ancient's power generator.
But how? Why does that work?
Taps directly into the victim's brain cells.
By the way, I used to be an enormous woman.
The incubator will be fully powered and the behemoth will hatch.
They say to reach the power, one must water a lawn for a very long period of time.
Do
you know anyone like that?
You cannot believe the size of my tits.
Should I bow to
How
them?
do I destroy the power generator?
Mike Dawson says, "Damn, you have a big pussy. Damn, you have a big pussy." Why'd you say it twice? I didn't. No Predator joke for everybody.
He has studied the power generator and knows
I've been working on it for
the
weeks.
3 points to destroy it.
Working on stealing a joke from an 80s movie.
What are the points?
Oh god, shut the fuck up.
Points of the triangle are the 3 icons.
Yeah, you need 3 items. This is, and there's a Dark World. This is totally a stereotypical video game, except it's got the worst hero in the world.
I met the Keeper of the Light. She said the light had been stolen.
Yes, Mike, that is just what we were talking about.
She didn't do such a good job of keeping it, huh?
I thought the light was extinguished. But if the Dreketh Guard have taken the light, then it may still be...
Have you ever made it with a Light Worlder?
No, and I do not care to.
Do you still have the scrolls?
Do you still have the scrolls?
No.
Can I be 1/3 done with
When
this
I
video
learned
game by
that
virtue
Dreketh
of
Guard were
talking to
coming
you?
arrest me, I gave the scrolls to the Keeper of the Sword for safekeeping.
How did you give anything? You don't even have a body.
You should have given it to the Keeper of Safekeeping.
Where do I find the Keeper of the Sword?
You know, your whole job is that you're a keeper, but you didn't actually do your job.
She is now under trial in the Hall of Justice. However, her life force is weakening. She may already be dead.
I am
Then
now
I
just,
get a 1-up, sweet.
How can I identify this shapeshifter?
I am just now the keeper of
Only
the
by
sarcastic
facing your
gaze.
destiny will you know that. You must do it, Michael. Go back to your own world and search. Look hard at everyone you know. Look into your memories.
Talk to them ceaselessly.
Look hard into those memorable characters.
What must I do next?
She just told you.
Do not neglect the fact that you are under suspicion in your own world. Seek out your government leader. He will
Your government leader?
although he is unaware of
Damn
your
it, Dawson, don't you know I'm busy leading government?
No, she means Mayor Fleming, I think. Well, that's that. And that would be, what was it, Gargan. Oh, so that's Dark World Pandora, the fortune teller.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. And that would be it.
That's it. Back to the light world, then?
Back to the white world. And we'll just, yeah, that's good.
And Mike Dawson suddenly realizes that that's her zipper.
Closed to him forever. And hopefully we'll just walk around and look at everything for no good reason.
Look on that thing's face is kind of how I react to most of Darkseid 2.
I mostly just roll my eyes at it. Looks like the keeper of whatever the fuck she was. This game is so good.
I hope people bow down to this Let's Play. Retsupurae.
Wrong prey.
Wrong, whatever the fuck.
Whatever. Us talking over a video game.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yep. We'll just go there. And we're back in the white world.
And A5, did I sink your Mike Dawson?
Always.
No.
Don't look at me, you weirdo. Don't look at me, Hitler. What? No.
Wait, that's... No.
No.
She said that...
Wait, where the hell are you? Oh, there he is on the left. He's hiding from us.
Where's Dawson?
No, don't. What are you doing? Don't leave.
Is there a...
Just don't leave. There's no items. He has to go back to the light world. Oh, well, okay. I think you have to solve this puzzle once so you can use the photographs to go back to the light world, you know? I hope. What are you doing?
What?
ADV games forever. Come on. You're killing me here.
I'm Mike Dawson.
This portal leads back to the Hall of Mirrors attraction.
And brilliant.
There we are. These sound effects are all so stupid.
Woo, woo, woo.
Well, that was fun.
Well, time to go ask people if they're a Dark World agent.
I wish there were hot girls like this in my world. Mike Dawson's basically an H.R. Giger furry, is what I've taken away from this.
Oh my god.
And now we have to watch him walk through a honeycomb one last time. And
that's the same place you meandered off to in the Dark World?
Didn't work before, Chief.
Alright, think about it.
Maybe if I hide in the corner, I can't be arrested for murder.
Does the long player just have to do something to will himself to keep playing this game? Is that why the frequent pauses?
I wouldn't be shocked, to be frank with you.
It's like, okay, I just got the next part.
I'm just gonna eat a burrito or hope for the best.
I fed the giant baby.
Yep.
I'm at least past the halfway point. It's gonna be worth it.
Yes, that's right.
Just think of the... What am I getting out of this?
He's like, well, it's no good, I can't do it. He's like Solid Snake trying to shoot the rocket launcher at Gray Fox.
It's like Solid Snake getting tortured and you just can't keep pressing that button.
It's like watching a Metal Gear Solid 4 cutscene and going, I can't do this. This is just taking forever.
It's like watching a Metal Gear Solid cutscene on your 6th playthrough.
God damn it!
Not being able to skip it.
It's like being in this longest retsupurae ever and trying to think of the nerdiest metaphors ever. Are you really just walking back the way you came? Slowly?
Mike Dawson is asking each and every one of those mirrors if they're a Dark World agent.
I think he's like trying to hide from the player and masturbate to the giant head. Oh crap, did I clean up after myself? I better go back and check.
Maybe in this room no one will notice if I rub myself on the carpet.
I think the long player really forgot how to get out of here. Okay, dude, you go right.
I mean, the path is not...
A mirror. There's a mirror between me and this room.
God, I hate Mike Dawson. I Let's played this years ago, and I didn't hate Mike Dawson like I do now.
15 minutes later, a mirror! Wow!
Wait, I get it. It's a portal to the Dark World.
Holy shit.
Wait a minute, I could throw rings at these. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's more to this room than the top left part of it.
Please, yeah, go back in, go to the right. Thank you. Go to the right exit and leave the fucking maze.
This is a portal to the Dark World, goes in.
But I mean, I was going to say, Lucky's going to go back to the Dark World, but no. Okay. No,
okay,
don't go.
On the right track?
No, don't go back and left.
This is the last 20 minutes of this video, isn't it?
Yes, it is. No, he gets out of here, I think.
Spoilers!
Oh, that's the one-way door. Yeah, see, that's the way out of the maze. You can't get back in. So he's now forced to leave the maze.
It's like Demon Souls. This is where the true Darkseid 2 begins.
Alright. With any luck, now he gets to talk to Light World people for the remaining 20 minutes.
And then a 5-year-old comes out of the Hall of Mirrors. Wow, that was really easy to get out of there.
Oh, look, Minnie and Daisy still not letting each other talk.
Hmm?
Oh, good, we're just ignoring them. Gargan? No, there's nothing we can do with Gargan.
Excuse me, Gargon.
Oh, Gargon.
But you're obstructing my view of this beautiful lady behind you.
I'm in the middle of my act. What do you want?
What the?
Is there anything I can do for you, Mr. Gargon?
Gets up and knees.
You can stop pretending to feel sorry for
Takes
me.
off his jacket.
I know that
Anything I can
really
do for you,
gives a
Mr.
damn.
Gargon?
Now, let me get on with
Garg,
my
if you're
act while I
nasty.
still have a job.
I gargle, Gargon. Yep, still can lift that weight.
Now, Garg, I'm gonna bow, but it's not for you. Oh, great.
Alright, look at my stupid items.
Pandora, I need your talents
What
again.
did she do for us again? Oh, she gave us the baby riddle.
You know, talented stuff.
Lucifer and I have been expecting you.
Clown.
What can you tell me about the clown?
He's always sick.
You mean you?
Distant thunderclap, provoking laughter close to home.
Good one. Thanks for nothing.
What can you tell me about Minnie and Daisy?
I sense a conversation path that never quite ends.
One full of twists and turns.
Could you turn your mechanical snake off, please?
How come you don't have giant ladies hanging off the pentagram behind you?
Where did you get 7 giant letters from exactly?
What can you tell me about Gargon?
I see a big
I
idiot.
see a lightning bolt striking his head, and a great weight lifting.
Excuse me, a vate?
I think
that?
she said vate.
What's a vate?
This is the strangest carnival I've ever seen. What's the story?
Tell me in detail.
The Dark World Carnival
I
was
see a
not
smile
strange.
placed onto a dark circle. Pinned lips speak a lucky number.
Oh God, what a dumb hint. What's my fortune?
What's
You're
my
a
fortune?
loser.
I get my strongest readings from personal items.
So let's just give her some Dark World item we got. Give her the data card.
Give her the wad of tissue from talking to the giant-headed lady.
What role does this play in my future, Pandora?
I hope the snake just bites his head off.
I see a hat rack with 3 of its 4 pegs occupied.
Oh, get it? A hat rack or a head
What
rack.
can you tell me about this?
I guess. I don't know.
Sure.
I see a door that is much too far from the finish line.
I don't get that one.
Even
Bye.
she doesn't get that one. Like, huh?
Snake, you know what I'm talking about? Snake? Snake! Alright. Just get out of here. These girls aren't anywhere near as hot as that giant face. He would love Silent Hill 4.
Oh, shit.
Alright. Now to wander the maze.
The next time I see a sign that says enter at your own risk, I'll believe it.
Wah, wah.
Looks at the audience. Am I right?
Even the Dark Worlders would think that joke's not funny.
He looks at the audience, but there is none.
They've left long ago.
It's just us now.
It is. It's you and me, Dawson.
Forever.
I hope that clown fucking dies. I hate that fucking clown.
Hey, good luck finding your medication that you can't get by.
You know, in the Dark World, your house is just a dying cross.
Excuse me, Mrs. Ramirez. May I talk to you?
What is it this time, young man?
You young, handsome devil,
I
you.
couldn't help but notice all the religious icons you have.
Seriously?
We've been...
I do not care to be mocked, young man. Go away before I call the sheriff.
Especially mocked by someone as unfunny as you. Well, it's like the shitty version of a prank phone call.
Mike Dawson's door-to-door retsupurae attempt goes badly.
Let's see if there's anything in here.
Well...
Still can't bring a bottle.
That's odd. They drew the chalk outline with a head.
That's
the
odd.
police probably
Someone
didn't
died
want
here.
people to panic knowing the murder was so gruesome.
So they just fake the chalk outline?
She probably looked like this.
She probably had a head, even though she didn't.
Yeah, whatever.
Her head was probably here.
Duh.
Can Mike Dawson CSI solve this?
No. Not when there's a carnival in town.
Yeah, see, now we got a direct portal to the Dark World in our map.
Oh.
Oh, don't talk to Hank.
So wherever you are, you're in that Dark World place?
The door is locked.
Hey, we can never enter Hank's again, thank God.
Oh, fine.
I can't believe it. Here's a sign saying that the diner has been closed by the health department because of a rat infestation.
Yes.
That doesn't make sense.
Ooh.
Hank keeps the diner spotless.
Huh? One less person we can talk to.
Well, he may keep it spotless, but Hank's not having anything available ever strategy didn't produce a whole lot of revenue.
Don't talk to Jimmy and Melissa. They don't like you, Mike. No one likes you.
I missed the Dark World already.
Listen up, Gardner. I've got some questions to ask you.
Look, will you get off my back, Dawson?
Hey, he even sounds like the Dark Worlder.
I paid a visit to Doc Larson's
Hey, I
office.
realize you're a heroin addict from the Dark World.
So what's that got to do with me?
Oh, shit! He runs out.
I found a little black book listing you, Rita, and several other women.
I used to round
Mike, watch your context there, buddy.
Your librarian friend needed some cash. I guess our public institutions don't pay their workers enough money.
Also, I have sex with men.
They don't pay me or other women enough.
Look at this, it's great.
You shut your mouth, Gardner. Don't talk that way about Rita.
Yeah, okay.
Get a grip, Dawson. Rita had a lot of fun and earned a few extra bucks as well. You got a problem with that?
Kick his ass, Jimmy.
Or are you just jealous?
Sit on it, Dawson.
Look, I want to know why you were hanging around Rita's house.
I just told you.
Get lost!
She was a slut. What is there to understand?
Duh.
Melissa, I've got to talk to
Do
you.
you believe the shit Jimmy's saying, Melissa?
Get lost, Dawson.
Melissa, will you put your mouth on this pipe?
Just how well did you know Rita?
Do you think I could make it with a giant head?
She wasn't the sweet, innocent librarian a lot of people thought she was.
Is that the subtitle of Dark Sea
can you
2,
say
by the
such
way?
things
Just how
about
well
Rita?
did you know Rita?
I thought it was, could I make it with a giant head?
Now buzz off.
Alright, bye-bye.
And Mike buzzes off.
Slim, they're talking mean about Rita.
Oh.
And they closed Hank's. This is the worst day of my life. Mike Dawson starts crying behind the pool.
And I fed my only source of food to a giant baby.
I hate to admit it, Slim, but I need some leads in the Rita Scanlon murder.
I've been reading about what cigarettes do to you, and you know how Melissa smokes like a chimney.
What?
I figure that she went into a nicotine craze and had Rita killed.
I hate this game.
Wow.
Oh, that's a very interesting theory, Slim. I'll have to give it some
I
thought.
like that, yeah. I need some help solving the
You
murder.
do that,
No,
Mr.
you're an
Dawson,
idiot. Bye.
and I'll let you know if I turn up anything.
Okay, just get the fuck out of here, Mike. Alright, now that we've rigged the Wheel of Fortune... Actually, I don't even know what the long player has to do next.
Well, you left the carnival already.
Yeah.
Or the player did.
Well, I know we didn't have to talk to Jimmy and Melissa. This is just the most thorough thing in the world.
Well, you don't have to talk to them, even though the, what's-her-name told you to interrogate people?
Oh, whatever. I think he has to talk to the mayor next.
Where is the mayor?
I think you just meet him, like, outside the sheriff's office, randomly. Oh, look, it's our friend Paul. Hello, Mike.
Hi, Paul.
How was the Dark World?
Sorry to bother you again.
No problem, Mike.
I've got
What's
nothing
up?
else to do.
I keep wandering back to Rita's old neighborhood.
Just like a murderer would, Mike.
You must miss her.
Paul, what was that you were saying about Jimmy earlier?
I was saying I would kick his ass.
He was hanging around Rita's house the night of the high school reunion. Like he was waiting
Mike,
for
even
her.
for me, you are the most boring person ever.
Say, Paul...
Mike, if you're
much longer
thirsty,
are you
just
gonna
squat
water
down
your lawn?
slightly.
Well, the water bill's paid up until the end of the month, so I figure I can keep watering at least until then.
I had to take out a second
Unless, of
mortgage so I
course,
could water this much.
The end of the world comes or something.
I think I have to leave now.
Mike, even I think your
Take
mustache is
real
terrible.
Good care of yourself, Paul.
Take care of yourself, Mike.
Oh, sorry.
Oh. Can I enter this property yet? No, Dawson.
Dagnabbit.
Is it okay if we talk, Deputy?
No, Mike, I hate you.
No, it's not okay if we talk. You could get me in big trouble if Sheriff Butler saw me talking
I'm
to
the
you.
only person pussier than you in this whole game.
Damn
So
it, Dawson,
how's the
you
murder
talking about
investigation
Deputy over there, Deputy Twitchy?
Come on, Mike. You know I shouldn't be talking to you about that.
Not
Go on,
Deputy
now, let me do
Forrest
my
Gump.
job.
Well, bye. Alright, who else can I talk to for no good reason?
Time to lighten things up by talking to Paul again.
I think Mom needs a visit.
Oh.
I bet she does visit Mom. What do you call it? Well, let's see what else there is to do.
There's
Oh,
Mayor
there we are.
Fleming. I've known him ever since I was a kid.
Since when?
He and my father were in the insurance business together.
You might have heard me mention that when I talked to Mrs. Ramirez.
You would know that if
Excuse
you're
me,
at the
Mr.
game
Mayor.
manual.
May I have a few words with you?
Why, of course, Michael.
The
It's
murder
good to see you
suspect.
again.
Of course I should talk to you for a while.
How have you been, Mr.
Mike,
Mayor?
you can't vote, right?
Just fine, Michael. And how
Michael,
are
you're
you
not
feeling?
locked up yet, huh?
I was told you were home recuperating from some illness. A psychological ailment.
Mayor, what's
I
wrong with your
understand?
face?
Mayor, wait, Michael, why were you tying ropes to
I've been
my
home about a year on
buildings?
disability, but I'm feeling better now.
You feeling bitter now?
That's good to hear.
When's the last time
The
you
missus
changed
and
your
I have
clothes
been
or
meaning to ask you
bathed,
and your
Mike?
mother over for dinner. But, well, we've been having some problems.
Mike, I noticed your mother invited me over to dinner, but she makes steam.
And lots of it.
I heard that you married Melissa Talbot.
Mayor, can we talk in my
Sort of a
bathroom?
May-September romance.
Well, Michael, you're only as young as you feel.
I like to bone younger chicks who smoke, is what I'm getting at.
Who can blame a man?
Sorry, Mayor, you have
for
some
wanting to spice
straight
up his life
pixels.
with a little
Okay, there.
youth, huh?
So tell me, how do you like being
I
mayor?
practice by playing SimCity, Michael.
Well, it's certainly different from being in the insurance business.
Shut
Not
up.
much glamour in that line of work. Which is not to say...
Mayor, you ever turned on by giant severed heads?
So, Mayor, you going to court about that scandal?
Being a salesman was nothing but lies and manipulation. As mayor, I'm still a salesman, but I'm selling something different.
What kind of stupid answer is
My
that?
ideals, my principles, my
Being a
integrity.
salesman.
Again, the mayor knows that Mike can't vote, so it's okay.
Being a salesman is all about lies and manipulation. Oh, now I'm a mayor. Finger gun.
Yes, it was quite a tragedy. I remember finding him slumped over his desk in the office. Well,
Yep,
that
that's the
was
way to
years
talk
ago.
about my
Anyway,
dead
I gotta make out with that receptionist in the morgue.
I'd like
if
to
you'll
talk to
excuse
you
me.
about the recent murder, Mayor Fleming.
You mean Ms. Scanlon? What do you
No,
want to
the
know
other
about it?
recent murder. Your
It
town's
was
full
a
of.
terrible thing.
I heard you were
Rita
banging
was a friend of mine. Did you know her at all?
How many people voted for Rita?
Yes, but only slightly. Miss Scanlon did some research for my re-election campaign.
What?
She
She was the
seemed like a
librarian. Why would
nice
she
young
do that?
woman.
By research, I mean
How was the
have
re-election
sex with.
campaign going?
Well, we're just gearing up now. But the campaign fund from last
Would you
time-
hand out these flyers for me, by the
In
way?
fact, I'm heading
It's
into
called
the
a
courthouse
sock
to discuss
quest,
the
Michael.
situation with my staff.
I sure would like to find out who killed her.
And it wouldn't be me.
We all would, Michael. Now, I've asked some friends at the FBI to step in. I don't like
But Mike,
the
I'm not
way
making that the
butlers
centerpiece of my campaign.
Mike's
We
next
need to
question is,
resolve
what's it
this
like
affair
having
quickly
friends, Mayor?
Before it unravels our whole community.
Our whole community of me and 8 other people in this town, plus the carnival.
Are you all right, Mayor Fleming? You look a little pale.
I think he's talking about stray pixels.
Yes, I'm fine.
Oh,
So
just
I
shitty game
realized
design
I'm
is all.
due at a meeting in the courthouse, and damn, I left my briefcase in the car. Oh well, I probably won't need it.
What?
So
it's
long,
right
Michael.
there.
Stay out of trouble.
That totally wasn't a hint. And by the way, that that car looks a little blurry for that. Doesn't quite look like it matches the scene.
It looks like a Google image search car.
The mayor left his briefcase inside the car.
This is information that I totally could have heard from the mayor.
It's strange that he was so lazy to not go back
It's
and get
locked.
Well, I guess we can use our coat hanger that we got out of the trash.
Wow.
We are seriously doing that, by the way.
it. And that's what it would sound like, yeah.
There's nothing inside the mayor's briefcase but a quarter and
And Rita!
that dirty
Wait,
old
listen.
man. He's got a collection of porno pictures. Oh my god! These are pictures of Rita! Why, you sanctimonious old bastard.
So we take his quarter.
No wonder
by
you're
the
so
way.
anxious to bring in outside help to solve the case. You don't want the locals to find out that you and Rita were having an affair.
Oh boy. So we can use our
Little
quarter.
Jack sees this.
Little Jack sees this.
But the whole town knows that Rita slept with everyone. It's not going to shock anybody.
I know, he's gonna show Jack and be like, hey Jack, look at these pictures. Oh yeah, Mike, I got copies.
Yeah, I took these.
I can't resist calling Rita's house.
Please deposit 20 cents.
No, don't do that. You're gonna waste your quarter.
But you'll have 5 cents.
Off to the morgue? Why are we in here?
To scold Rita.
I can't believe that Rita would willingly dress up in this leather and whips garb. Mayor Fleming must have forced her into it.
Jesus.
Giant face lady would never dress like this.
Even if she could.
Depressing to think about how few things cost a quarter anymore.
What a loser.
God.
I hate you, Mike Dawson, so much.
Are we supposed to root for Mike Dawson?
No, of course not. Come on, don't be stupid.
I mean, if not, who am I siding with?
I'll just stare at this dead body.
Poor Rita. What monster could have done such a horrible
He
thing?
starts jerking off to the picture.
Hey, she's still dressed up.
Well, I'm just gonna keep opening this door again.
So is the giant baby thing in the background some sort of shout out to the Dark World?
And I think they're just reusing artwork wherever they can.
Brilliant.
And Can't go into court, so we'll just go to the sheriff.
Oh, hey, Dawson, I see you got Rita's sexy pics.
I can't believe I'm about to show this to you, Sheriff, but look how hot Rita looks.
So, how's the murder investigation going, Sheriff?
I just sat here and thought about it. How it could be you.
They say killers follow the investigations of their own crimes.
Even traversing into the Dark World universe place.
Dawson, stop me if I've already said certain things to you.
I can't think of anyone else who makes a better suspect.
Except everyone in town, including myself.
I think Deja Vu's a suspect.
I'd have you behind bars so fast your head would spin.
Anybody could have murdered Rita, Sheriff.
Including me.
There were no signs of a struggle, so she must have known the killer. And you were the last person to see her alive.
How are there no signs of struggle in a
But even
decapitation?
if she knew her killer, it could still be almost anybody in town.
But it keeps adding up to you, boy.
Boy.
Don't you worry, we'll get you eventually.
I feel like we've talked about all of this. Well, anyway.
Well, I think I'll be going
Show him the
now.
pictures, you idiot.
Anytime you feel like confessing, Dawson, you come right back. I'll be here.
Show him the pictures. Show him the pictures. Ah.
Aw.
God damn it. Mom, look at these pictures of Rita.
No, Mom, don't steam them. This whole time, Mike has not gone back to the bathroom once to reflect.
Wait, listen, we're gonna trick the sheriff out of his office.
Wow.
Listen how.
Sheriff's office. Butler here.
Now we're gonna.
Damn it, Dawson, I know that's you. I can
report
see
a robbery
you.
in progress. Come quick.
He's holding his nose.
Who's being robbed?
The dairy freeze just outside of town.
You totally sound like Mike Dawson with his nose clipped, but okay.
Mike, do you have a cold?
That's strange, you're right outside the payphone, Mike. But I won't even look at you. I better call the deputy to guard my... Nah, forget it.
I love the dairy freeze.
I think we've actually accomplished something for the first time in this whole game.
Looks like the coast is clear. I can't believe that idiot fell for my trick.
I hope he gets caught, I really do.
And somehow that same conversation happens again.
Here's a photo of Rita. And the glass is smashed like it was hit with a fist. And here's an old newspaper article. The headline reads, Butler charges dropped.
Oh, man.
I knew it.
Great.
Sheriff Butler was kicked off the Dallas police force because he was accused of accepting bribes. He was never convicted because the key witness was killed in a car accident.
Game, dude, you're like 4.5 hours into the game, and now we're getting intrigue. I don't give a shit. Wheeljack sees this.
Wait till Dark World Sheriff sees this.
Wait till my friend Gunsmith sees this.
Indictment proves he's not the champion of law and order he
Why
pretends
don't
to
you
be.
just grab a gun off the wall for the fucking Dark World weapon?
The sheriff must have been
Not
very
nearly long
angry to
enough.
smash Rita's photo like this, but it's comforting to know that she dumped him.
Good, whatever. I'll just stare at my items.
Yeah, but Mike, she got around.
I'll just hang around for the
Nothing else
sheriff
here
to
but
come
more of the
back.
sheriff's girly magazines.
Yeah, good. Let's just wait and get arrested. You're smart,
Maybe.
man.
I think I'll be sheriff for a day.
I can't believe that idiot fell for that trick. Now I'm gonna wait and see what he says. He's gonna feel so stupid.
I can't believe that any of it.
Oh, the ruse is over.
Just proves that you can't judge a book by its cover.
It's a good thing falsely reporting a crime's not illegal in and of itself. And I didn't leave any fingerprints on the payphone. And also,
Dark C2 asks you, who are the real monsters?
Let's go home to Mom.
Finally. The video ends where the game begins. Assuming Mike spends the next 4 minutes here. Which is likely.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes!
And finally,
Here comes
I think
Jack.
we should end on a cliffhanger. What are we going to talk to Jack about? Hey, Mike, the proctologist was out.
Thanks for meeting me, Jack.
No problemo. What have you found out?
Jack, you're so cool.
I found a newspaper article accusing the sheriff of graft.
Well, I'm not surprised.
I never thought that fat
Mike,
slob was a
you're
champion
trying to
of law and
investigate a
order
murder
integrity.
here. Come the fuck out.
Unfortunately, that doesn't link him to Rita.
Well.
Yeah, Mike, your
I
accomplishments
also
are
found a
relevant.
photo of Rita in his desk. He smashed it with his fist.
Really? I guess he still carries a torch for Rita after all.
Just
Good
like I
job,
got a torch
Detective
up my
Dawson.
ass.
You were right to suspect him. What else did your snooping turn up?
I love you, Jack.
I found a bunch of nude pictures of Rita in the mayor's car.
They weren't stained
I
originally.
told you he's not the grandfatherly old politician he'd like us voters to think he is.
Voter.
Man, I'll bet you wanted to kill the guy when you saw those
Jack,
photos.
voter.
Find anything else?
I'm a badass, but I also feel my civic duty.
Doc Larson has a little black book hidden in his file cabinet. Rita's name was in it.
So, Mike, you figured out Rita's a slut,
Hey,
but
I
not
knew
who
he thought
murdered
he was
her.
some kind of Casanova. Can you believe it? And the guy pokes around with dead bodies all day. Got any more dirt?
I went to the dark world.
That's it. But you know, Jack, none of this proved who killed Rita.
Yep, you're fucked.
I would agree with you about the sheriff. His reputation, such as it is, isn't at stake. But look at the other two.
What other two, Jack?
Why would the mayor kill her?
The mayor was shooting dirty pictures of her, but now he has an election coming up. That could ruin it for him. And look how he's trying to run the investigation.
You know, it'd
with
be a
his
really
FBI
smart thing if
hat.
you're a politician is leaving a lot of evidence of your extramarital
I don't
affairs.
see Doc
Yeah,
Larson's motive.
not even bothering to go get it.
He's about to deliver some.
Oh, I left my nude photos in my briefcase in my car. Forget it.
Next time, maybe.
That would explain why you rushed the police's investigation.
Well, I have a lot to ruminate on in the
Mrs.
bathroom.
Ramirez. Her husband was seen with Rita just before he died.
Yeah, why not? We'll just suspect everyone.
Ah, the jealous wife angle. Well, that fire did leave her a rich widow, but the sheriff never could prove her involvement. I don't think you're going to have better luck.
Man, Jack,
Still,
you
I'd
are
like
a
to follow up
lead
on
generator.
It's your life,
Jack,
but if I
I can't figure out any of the carnival games.
Mayor and Doc Larson. Well, I'm out of
Hey, by
here.
the way,
Let
you
me
want
know
to
if
play
find
wingman with me in a giant severed head? You got it, Mike. Oh, man.
Wow.
Wow. Well, a lot of things finally happened.
A lot happened, but it didn't really mean much.
No.
I just learned a whole lot more about Mike Dawson that disgusts me.
Darkseid 2, colon, God, I hate Mike Dawson.
I feel like I should bow down to this game.
I feel like I've actually lost respect for Mike Dawson, and I did not think I could.
How deep does the well go of disrespect for Mike Dawson?
We're now like about
Got
a little over
2 more
halfway
videos
done.
left?
Yeah, but the last one's like 2 hours.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Alright, we're almost there. Past the halfway point. Yes.
We can do it?
We'll get there. I think... Alright. I just gotta remember... Oh man, I can't believe I forewent an hour of Arkham City for this bullshit. Fucking hate this game.
It's okay, you'll get Mike Dawson's detective mode in the next video. Yeah.
I earned the back claw, but I don't know how to use it.
He fires the back claw, but Mike gets pulled towards whatever it hits.
I would just like to imagine a bunch of clown thugs just beating on him. Just trying.
Wow, those thugs got a 30-hit combo on Mike Dawson.
I can't counter any of this. Hey, Dawson, you're the worst ever! Alright, whatever.
Teleports into the dark world, explosive gel goes off.
Mr. J, this is the stupidest guy I've ever seen!
The Riddler looks at Mike Dawson and just laughs. He's not gonna find any of this.
No, the Riddler's screaming from his camera like, the trophy's right in front of you!
It doesn't matter, he's too weak to even pick up my trophies.
Don't take it! You're the most horrible hero I ever seen. I'm Courtney Penguin.
I need to get Arkham City.
Yeah, you do. It's really awesome. Alright. Alright,
That's the one thing Darkseid 2 is taught me.
Yeah, basically. Alright. Dead.
Almost getting closer to
3 out of 5.
Almost. Next time.
Next time.
Alright.